For me, I don't.
What are your thoughts about Arsenal? What do you think Arsenal need to do this season to make it different to
Buy more
us?
players.
Buy more players.
Buy more players. I don't think they have the.
But you are probably one of the best players in Europe. I won't say the best because there are plenty of them that are better. My side. But you are killing them. Downs obviously in action there. The Premiership obviously takes over this weekend already. It starts a weekend before the Prem in England. Golden Arrows up against Swallows. I'm so glad. Erik ten Hag has spent more in the season that he was there and now in pre-season that Jurgen Klopp has spent in the 7 years he's been. So yeah, man, what's up everybody? It is an absolute pleasure being back, and we've got a new show, name and everything else like that. But for myself, Johnny, it's great being back live with you guys. I'm hosted with my analyst here, Vic.
Apparently, I'm the analyst. Just because I want to be prepared.
Check it.
Just because I want to be prepared.
But I've got a new name for him as well. It's called the A-lister. The A-lister. Yeah, so welcome back. Pitchmates, brand new show, brand new, and episode 1, pre-season, lots to cover. And I know...
New boat, I lost to cover a new boat.
Why?
I lost 2 players,
Oh my God! You're starting like that.
Apparently we might lose another one because Gerard wants another 4 from us.
And?
It's not confirmed yet, but...
And? Who? Laporte?
I think it's Cole. Definitely Cole.
Cole Palmer would not go that young. Come on now.
He would.
He wouldn't.
He wants to start, but...
In Saudi?
Yeah. He's going to start in Saudi.
Are we going to start off with Saudi first?
The topic was going to Saudi anyway.
Let's go there. Let's go to the Saudi league. And I know Vic has had a specific person in mind with regards to rejections and all the rest, but I've also got some lists here as to how many players have actually gone already. So
nice.
Yeah, just a few.
You see a lot of Liverpool rejects.
We cut the show right. I regret to inform that Vic has died. Liverpool rejects. I like the way he says.
But yeah, I don't think there's any Liverpool rejects. It's only Chelsea. Chelsea only has rejects.
Let's not go there because Chelsea's got a few things that I've mentioned. Obviously they've got, as you can see, check this. It's a list of players.
Just Chelsea. Yeah, I'm joking.
Nah, it's not Chelsea. All right, so some of the bigger names from Chelsea. Obviously, we know the biggest one that's left is probably N'Golo Kante. He's gone.
That's the biggest one.
Al Ittihad, they've taken him as well. Al Ittihad has taken him. Fabinho, obviously. Benzema's there as well. And Jota from Celtic also went over. So there's already 4 players that have been playing in Europe.
No, I actually thought about it. Isn't Bobby number 9?
Yeah.
Isn't Ben number 9?
Yeah, but Bobby's not in the same team. Bobby's in a different team.
So
that was Fabinho, not Firmino.
Forget
about these things. Okay? Forget about these things. I'll just go into some of the names we've got here already. Koulibaly, obviously we all know, has gone over. Ruben Neves was one of the shockers at 26 years old going to play in Saudi. And then you got Malcolm from Zenit St. Petersburg as well. And Savic from Lazio was also there at Al Hilal. Alright, so Al Ali, it's got some big names. Al Ali, Edouard Mendy has gone in, obviously, Chelsea reject, number 2. Riyad Mahrez, shocker.
Not really.
Come on now.
Not really a shocker.
Come on now.
Nah, not really. I saw it coming. If not Grealish, then Mahrez.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly know they're in there for the money.
Cap. And then St. Maximin from Newcastle.
Yeah, it was a shock.
Bobby, obviously Firmino, and Elias from Fenerbahce on loan there. So, yeah, Al Ahly's been good. Here's my favourite team. Al Ittihad. I don't know, Al Ittihad. Yeah, I think you say it like that. Moussa Dembele.
He went to...
From Lyon, yeah. He's now playing for Al Ittihad.
How much?
I don't know what the amount was, undisclosed. Jack Haley from Club Brugge, Amin Younes from FC Utrecht from Germany, and then obviously Jordan Henderson, our boy at left.
Left the best for last.
Sadly. Alex Telles has gone to Al Nassr from Utrecht United, finally. I'm so glad. Fofana from Lens is there as well. Brozovic from Inter. And finally, Sadio Mane has now signed. He's now with Al Nassr, with Zweni Ronaldo. And that's some of the bigger names that I've gotten so far. There's obviously a few that's still...
That's a lot of names.
There's a lot of them.
That's a long list.
There's a lot that hasn't gone there. And obviously we're going to talk about one that we love talking about because it's Lionel Messi. Who chose not to go. Got you. No, Messi decided not to go. They offered him $1 billion as a contract per year. And he said no. He went to go play.
It's in dollars, right? It's in dollars. $1 billion.
Yeah. He went to go play at Inter Miami instead. But I've seen some background behind that as well as to why he went to Inter Miami.
You can see it for.
It's not about it's just
5 goals, 1 assist. How many games?
He's Inter Miami. However, let's not nail MLS. I'm saying that the reason why he went there instead of going and playing for a year or 2 contract for $2 billion or whatever, $2 million, whatever it was that this year he's now got co-ownership on.
Oh.
Yeah. He's got shares.
So
He's got shares in the club. So even if he stops playing, he's still going to earn.
Yeah.
And his kids are going to be able to earn from it as well. So it was a wise decision. That is what you call making a decision for your family.
Yeah.
Not going to play in Saudi for a year or 2.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Now, the one that obviously has rejected and everyone knows, it's on everybody's lips and everybody else wants to talk about Kylian Mbappe.
Apparently he's 11-year-old. Doesn't know what to... Apparently the president did say that he doesn't know what to do. Every 5 minutes. No, every 11 minutes he changes his mind.
Well, this is every 11 minutes. It's not every 11 seconds.
Yeah.
I might have to go shit, and then all of a sudden I'm going to go pee.
Because
what do you do?
First it was Saudi. Then
Yeah.
it was Tottenham was interested. Then it's like, nah, we're not interested in alignment.
Come on now.
Then
Spurs.
Chelsea. And Chelsea is knocking on the door. And they went to him.
Yeah.
And they're in talks, but nothing has come up yet. But I don't think Mbappe will do it.
I don't think Mbappe's going to go there.
Because if he's going to go there for 1 season, Premier League is competitive.
You've still got a month left.
Yeah. Injuries.
To decide. And the bad thing is that and some of the managers in the Premier said the one thing about the Saudi League is that they've still got a few weeks after our window closes in the Premier to actually still buy players. So I don't know how that's going to work. Do they buy it and they go in January in the Premier League? Because there's no window open. Once that window is shut, you can't go. Unless you haven't got a contract. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure.
That's what you call Lingardinho business.
Lingardinho.
But yeah, man. And PSG have now opened a private contract for Mbappe. So when he leaves, they're getting some money out.
Okay, so I'm glad you said when he leaves, because he definitely is leaving.
Yeah, he's definitely leaving. We all know he's going to Madrid.
We all know this. Yeah. It's like the worst kept secret in Europe, even in the world. I mean, even the people in flipping Soweto are talking about Mbappe going to play. They all know.
You see what he did with the Instagram post? Monte Carlo. Then he posted number 9 cards. That's the biggest hit I've ever seen. It was like 999 Monte Carlo, Carlo Ancelotti. Mind games. He's smart with that shit.
Mbappe's ridiculous.
He's smart.
He's ridiculous, man. Come on now.
He's smart though. He's smart.
He's smart, but I mean, he's not that smart.
Yeah, he's not that smart.
Think about it. You are probably one of the best players in Europe. I won't say the best because there are plenty of them that are better. My side. But you are Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
You've scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final. You've won the World Cup. You've got a World Cup medal. But you can go anyway.
Yeah.
Why not just play your last season out? They don't want to. They want to make some money of you. We've had this discussion.
Yeah.
Why not come to some kind of fucking agreement? I mean, you are Kylian Mbappe. Yes, you can do and ask whatever you want, and you probably get it. But there's a line.
Yeah, there is a line. But from Mbappe, I think it's like he did say it's a childhood dream of him going to Real Madrid and being their top scorer or whatever. But I know, it is a childhood dream. Like
a lot of people have a childhood dream.
Everyone has a childhood. But
Bellingham childhood dream is going to play at Madrid. He's there now.
The
already.
fucking team made a project behind you, not just a simple project. 300 million project.
They brought in players to play with you.
Yeah.
And now half of them are gone.
Yeah.
What does it say about PSG?
Leaving now.
Yeah, he must leave. They'll play Inter Miami. Jordi Alba's there now too.
Yeah. Apparently Sanchez might come to the Premier League.
Again.
I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for that. And apparently the hints are it might be going to Tottenham.
That's fine.
Bruh.
That's fine.
Tottenham is going to be crazy.
Spurs needs them.
At least they have one trophy. At least, finally got there. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Nah, dude. No. Let's not even go there. No. We're done with it. We're done with Saudi, man.
But Mbappe, I feel like it's childish to keep on saying, like, I'm going to go to Real Madrid. And you're like... Because a lot of people thinking, you just want money. Because the last time, he did that for the money.
People aren't thinking that.
But he rejected like 700. So now you don't know.
No. It's only because it's not in Europe. If any other club came to you in Europe and you're still playing Champions League, you're going to say no to 700.
But League 1 is a Farmers League now, bro.
Yeah, I know.
He said that when he lost, he was like, Farmers League. I was like, okay, wow.
Yeah, this is Mbappe. This is very much deserved. But I mean, obviously, we've spoken about the Saudi League. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys. I mean, I don't know. You can obviously tell us, leave us a comment or get hold of us on our socials and tell us what your thoughts are about Saudi.
I just want commentary, bro. Okay, commentary, I'm in. It's like I'm going gambling, like, you want to play? I'm in. I'm all in.
Well, that's what half the players have said.
Yeah.
They're all in.
Because I want to see, like, the league, man. Because I watched the highlight with Ronaldo scoring that 4-0 victory they had. What are you guys saying?
Yeah, I must be honest, he scored some flipping bangers in pre-season. I mean, I saw one out of the box, that beautiful shot.
Ronaldo goal.
That's Ronaldo. That's Ronaldo for you. Messi's doing what Messi does at Inter.
Messi's crazy. I feel like it's too hyped, though. It's not that too. It's not
America.
too crazy. Yeah, it's not too crazy.
Everything is hyped in America. Even your Big Mac burger looks 10 times the size of ours.
We've had Mitrovic scoring as much goals in the Premier League. We've had Guerrero and fucking Wolves scoring those much goals. We had, what's this boy?
Dude.
Watkins. Even Watkins was scoring those much goals.
We've even had, Mount.
You.
Mason.
Oh my day. Just mentioning the name, you're like...
We're not going to go there yet. Vic, what's up with you?
My cousin, apparently Bruno Fernandes might be looking to go to another team that is the opposite team of Manchester.
Nah, look. Hold on. That's not recent. Before he signed for United, he was thinking of going to City. It wasn't now. This is like when he transferred from Portugal.
And it's coming out again.
He won't.
For 55 million, I don't think he would.
No, he won't. Nah. He's just become captain of Man United, bro. Where's he going to leave? It's all about ego.
But City's winning trophy. He's probably thinking that at the time because like City's winning trophies. We've been trying to win a trophy.
And now he's going to be like, Sterling, go there for trophies. And
but I don't think it's good. I hope he doesn't do it because I don't want
that's suicide for you. Where's he going to start, dude?
That's the thing.
Where?
A lot of players go to City to bench. Look at, but we said that with Grealish, but Grealish.
No, Grealish. Once they've changed the formation and the way they play, Grealish become a superstar. The first season, obviously, we knew it was going to be tough regardless of where you go, but yeah,
a lot of swimming pools.
I'm telling you, every stadium in UK has it.
And he always gets a foul. Like, oh my days, that's a fake though. But
every single time, dude, even in pre-season, it's like he was training. You know, I know in the pre-season game now against Bayern last week, you guys had. He got the ball. It was his first touch of the ball. But took the ball on, slid onto his left, and then he got nudged. Just little nudge. and the guy flew down. I was like, Grealish.
We're back
Clearly, you've had enough time in pre-season to practice that fall.
But I love it.
No, we all do. Even I do. I mean, I'm not a City supporter by heart, but I mean, you got to look at some of those players and just admire the skill that they've got.
Since we're speaking about Man United, I want to mention, apparently he's a Hall of Famer for Man United now.
Who?
19-year-old.
Who?
Apparently he's going to score more than Haaland, Aguero, all the top scorers we know, Mo Salah, He's the best striker.
Are we going now?
He's the best striker in the league.
I'm just going to stop you right there. I made a promise, okay, that because of our support base, and the majority of them apparently, unfortunately, being United fans, okay, for them, yes, but I've made a promise not to be as ruthless as I have been on the podcast.
That's not good. I give you 3 weeks.
I'm going to say one thing today. Promises are meant to be broken. So let me start right now with Rashford Hoyland. Because, come on, guys. And you know what the thing is? They came up and they said, no, everyone's making fun about Royce, Hoyland, only scoring 9 goals for Atlanta, blah, blah, blah.
Making a big
But no. But he's saying everyone's coming out and hammering them because they've taken a striker that's only scored 9 goals in the past season. But then they started looking at the other teams that have had the same issues. And yes, fair enough, Nunes only scored 12, 13 in his first season.
It's not 9.
And your point?
It's not 9.
And your point? It's still only his first season.
Yeah, exactly.
So I haven't really watched much of Hoyland. I haven't seen much of him. I mean, when he plays for the national team, you don't see him.
Yeah, I saw the highlights because I wanted to see the hype. And I was like, he can play nice. He cuts in.
He's quick.
He's quick.
He's got a bit of pace, which is nice.
Like the shots that he makes, but Premier League?
I'm gonna say one thing and one thing only. And this is going to sound really, really bad. He hasn't met any of our CDMs yet. He hasn't met our sixes.
Let alone CDMs. The fucking strikers. In Premier League, our strikers are defenders.
They track back. But think about it. You're going to come up against Man City. And you're going to run into a player that we all love, Rodri. Where's he going to go? Where is he going to go if Rodri is in front of you? Rodri's going to chow you for breakfast and spit you out for stones to take care of the rest. That is the City.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see it happening. I mean, even Liverpool, who haven't got a proper CDM at the moment, are still got a flipping slicing down to it. Curtis Jones is playing like a little defensive role at the moment, and it's like, doesn't care.
Even Thiago.
Dude, Soboslai.
Oh.
Man, I don't know. Obviously, we lost against Bayern yesterday, 4-3. Brilliant game to watch, actually, but both teams had defensive problems. That's how the match ended up. But Soboslai, good God.
Woke up.
No. He's like a beast when it comes to tackling on the ball. He does not let you go. He's just on you the whole time. Physicality is there, which is going to be nice for the midfield. And I think a striker like that is going to find it hard. Unless he's playing that deep role that United generally tend to have with their strikers, the strikers generally fit in there and then move up with the ball. If he's going to do that, he's got problems. He is going to have problems.
He has pace, yeah.
He's going to shut down.
But against Kyle Walker and Konate and...
He's not going to have that. Van Dijk is going to eat him up. It's going to swallow him whole.
No.
It's like, look at this. I mean, Haaland, yes, we'll bring Haaland into the conversation. We all know Haaland had 52 goals for the season. Fantastic season. No doubt. All right? But even he had difficulties against certain teams.
Yeah.
And we're not mentioning the teams, but I mean, come on now.
I think I can name them. There's
only a few.
Yeah, Liverpool.
That's the last few.
Liverpool.
Haaland didn't score against us.
Yeah.
Except in the Community Shield.
Yeah.
I think. No, he didn't even score there. He didn't score against us.
He hasn't scored against you guys. He scored against Man United. Hasn't scored against Real Madrid.
Here's a funny fact.
Inter.
Here's a fun fact for you. He hasn't scored against Virgil van Dijk ever.
Yeah.
Not internationally.
That's what he said.
And it's like...
His favourite player is Virgil because he can't score.
I don't see Hoyland giving us the same problems.
No,
I don't see Hoyland even getting to 20 goals in the first season.
Okay, if maybe Greenwood comes into the mix, maybe.
That's a big maybe.
Yeah.
I know that they've had talks about him as well, and we've both spoken in our previous seasons. Greenwood is class.
Yeah.
All right. I think that they need to just put all that shit behind them and put it like that. Put all the shit behind them. Get the deals on the desk again. Say, here you go.
Yeah.
Play your football and fucking do what you can do. Because let's face it, in the first half, the first few games of the season, he was up there.
I was scared. I was like, oh my god,
he
I don't
is
see
up
this season
there.
come to us.
He's quick. He's got that ability to go around players.
Dribbles.
His dribbling, his shooting accuracies. He's just dominant when he plays. He's not the biggest player, but he has that skill about him. So yeah, I don't know what Hoyland's going to be doing. I wish he does play well.
For me, I think it's too high. I think that's
Man
generally
United,
that's generally what Man United is supposed to do. They hype their players up. Then they don't see the disappointing factor that comes with a player from another club coming to Premier League. So you have to understand, Premier League is a whole different league. It's not the same as La Liga or Bundesliga or whatever he came from. It's not like that. There's a lot of pressure. If someone passes you the ball and you don't know what to do with it, like in a half second, you're going to lose it. So I feel like he's a good player, but nah. First have to see that. Because remember we said with Haaland, yes, we see him scoring 30 goals, but we don't see him, excelling. But he excelled in previously. He was above average.
He scored 38 goals in the fucking league, breaking all kinds of records.
Yeah, but we were also like scared of saying like, hey, he's going to be the best because it's Premier League.
Yeah. I don't see the hype. I'll be honest with you. I mean, with all due respect to United, if he goes and scores 25 goals for the season, I'll be the first to say I was wrong. But I don't see that happening. Let's go to that favourite team of yours, Liverpool. I know you're going to talk about it, and I know you're going to talk about midfield.
Midfield crisis. I just love saying that.
You know what? You know what I've noticed in pre-season, and I like the fact that we're having this episode before the season starts, officially this weekend. We'll get to that. I don't think it's a midfield crisis anymore. I don't. That's defensive.
Okay.
It's a defensive problem now. And I'll tell you why I say it, because I've been watching all their pre-season games. And in every single game, midfield to striking, beautiful. Continuity is there, goals are coming, everyone's scoring goals except Salah. Salah's just giving assists left, right and centre.
Do you think he's reached that age where...
No, it's not.
He doesn't
you know what the problem is?
Yeah.
And I'll get to that point now because of the defensive problems we've had. Trent has now officially been named vice-captain of Liverpool as well, right? So obviously we know that there's going to be a point where he's going to be moving from wherever he is to where he's been playing. And obviously we saw last season in the final 10-11 games how he was playing a hybrid role. Right back, CDM, next to Fabinho back there. Now, the problem we've got with that is, and it depends on our centre-back pairing. If you play Konate and Van Dijk at the back, you're fine. You're covered. Konate can cover right back and we've seen it. He's got the pace, he's got the agility, all the rest. However, if they don't play the right pairing at the back, the communication is not going to be the same and the pace isn't the same. Which means that Trent has got to track back doubly if he goes to the mid. Alright, unless they have a full-on right back, which they're not having at the moment, I don't think. I think the way they are setting up is 3-5 in the middle. And then,
They wanted Disasi, but Disasi is also left back, also centre defensive.
Yeah, I know.
So, but he went to Chelsea anyway, so...
No, look, I think that's... Our problem now is not going to be mid. I think our defensive frailties have been shown up. I mean, yesterday's game, it was a back-and-forth game against Bayern. Obviously, it was a pre-season match, yes. We expected a bit of, rustiness everywhere.
Bayern needed that too. They've been losing.
Yeah.
They needed
Well, they could have lost against us easily as well if our defence was better. But to think about it, our attack is perfect. The thing about us is our attack has never been a problem. Literally. We can score goals. I mean, obviously last season was a bit different. Everyone scored.
It's about connecting,
But now that the midfield has got some kind of continuity going again with the likes of McAllister, with Soboslai in as well. Curtis Jones played in the CDM role yesterday. And he didn't look out of depth, but there were moments when players were just, you can't really keep up with the guys like Alphonso Davies.
Yeah.
If Davies cuts in, he's gone. He's got pace for days. Alright? So it doesn't matter. You don't get close to him, you just got to take him down. That's what Fabinho used to do. If you can't catch him, just tackle him. Just rip him and let him go down. You know, that's
yellow card. It's fine.
But I saw a lot of it yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's a concern, especially in the Prem, because you know for a fact how strict the refs are. Any mild fucking little pinch on the side and it's guarding you up, whistle goes, yellow card.
Yeah, still pre-season, so
so
the refs are still edgy.
It's difficult. Obviously, I think that our biggest issue will be defensively. We do need to get another centre back in. I don't know why we're looking for more midfielders. To be honest with you, I think one more midfielder. I don't know about that boy. I don't think he's going to come. I don't think he's going to come, but I actually don't think Liverpool's coming. They are holding out for that 50, and I don't think Liverpool wants to go there.
He's not going to spend 50.
No. I know there's a few others that have come on to targets as well, but we're not looking to spend 50 more. There's no ways.
Apparently Chelsea's looking to swap a player for your player, but I think there's just talks, rumours at the moment.
I wouldn't take Chelsea's player. I really wouldn't play.
There's a lot of decent defensive players there, but they want to stay on the bench, so I don't think they're going to come through.
Yeah, they're bench warmers. They have their seat on the bench. Are they going to fit on the bench next season? Who knows? But yeah, look, that's something that I think that we have a problem with defensively at the moment. Midfield, we can. You've got Thiago still coming back as well. You still got there's the youngster as well, Stefan Bakatic, I think it's Bakatic. He's coming as well still. So I think that the midfield should cope the way it is now, but definitely centrally, defensively, we need more.
We need some defence in your pockets.
Yeah.
Let's go to Arsenal.
Arsenal. Straight to the Gunners.
Yeah.
Not holding back today.
Arsenal lost their first title in how many years against us?
They didn't lose the title. They never had a title to lose.
Come on, it was theirs. To be honest, it was theirs.
Wait, we spoke about this.
But it was theirs for the taking. Last season we were like, nah.
We spoke about this. And I remember our words well. It was, they can challenge, but it's not theirs. Then they surprised the shit out of us and started putting wins together. I still think they should have taken it. However, their youthful exuberance got to them. They didn't have that experience.
We were drawing as much as we were winning, but we were winning some games, but we were also drawing as much as they were drawing. So to lose by drawing, not even losses, not even major losses, they lost against Chelsea and Man United, I think.
Yeah.
That's the only game they lost.
Yeah, they drew against us.
Yeah.
They won against us the first match, we drew the second one.
Yeah. So it was theirs for the taking. But
But then again, like I said before, you can thank us for that. For some reason,
literally.
because once we drew with them, they went on a drawing run. They drew, I think, 4 of their matches after that, and then they lost them. They just lost their momentum from there.
And Arteta was saying that the team is unsustainable because there's a lot of people in the bench. Like Pepe, he left Jesus from pre-season, he left Pepe from pre-season, Cedric. There's a lot of people.
Jesus is injured, Yeah. He's got a bit of a knock again, apparently. He didn't play in the last match either.
Yeah,
he's got a bit of a knock again.
Surgery. Knee surgery.
So he's come back too soon.
Most probably 6 weeks, that's what they said.
Is he having knee surgery now?
No, he had it yesterday.
Seriously?
Shit. Yeah. Martinelli has to step up. I mean, there was no problem last season.
There's no problem, eh?
Odegaard.
Even Nketiah can play.
Yeah,
Nketiah has shown he can play.
Yeah, he can play, but
he's not a
not a starter anymore. No, not anymore. Pepe. Go, buddy. Go, buddy.
Let's just let him go.
Yeah, just go, buddy. Because you're definitely not going to start. Even the manager himself was like, he's not sure if some of the players that he left behind are going to start for us.
Oh. You see, the problem there is, that's not a problem for us other clubs, obviously. But when you get so close and you lose a title in the last 5 weeks, because that's basically what happened to them. I think it was 5 weeks that they, by the last week or two, you knew. It's gone, I think that you have two choices. either you, like you say now, you cull most of your players, and you say, you know what, we're not going to win a title with you guys. Unfortunately, we need better players, more of a caliber of player or pedigree of player to step up on those important positions. Or you're going to stick with what you've got and just bring in more players to build that squad up to a stronger position. Now, I don't know if he's done that. I mean, they've spent some good money in the preseason. They've shown they're willing to spend the money to get the players in.
I think the initial budget was 200 million. I think it went to 300, 400.
Exactly my point. Talking about that, we'll mention something about United about that as well. Fun fact, I loved it. But Declan Rice, obviously now in Arsenal. Do you really think he's worth 105?
Yeah, it's a big sign. For Arsenal, yes. For Arsenal. I'll mention that again. For Arsenal.
Do you think if he was South American, they would spend 105 more?
It wouldn't be 105, no. I feel like Pep Guardiola was just gaslighting Rice.
No. He's British.
Yeah, I think it was doing that on purpose.
English players get fucking big amounts.
And I think he was trying to show Arteta, like, buy him as a good player.
Arteta wanted him, because the border was so shit. I mean, they wouldn't even give him 98. All of a sudden, it's 105.
105, that's crazy. But yeah, for me, I don't...
What are your thoughts about Arsenal? What do you think Arsenal need to do this season to make it different to us?
Buy more players.
Buy more players?
Buy more players. I don't think they have
Okay.
I don't think they have enough...
I'm going to just ask you. I'm going to put a thought into your head. Chelsea. Okay? Bought players last season and this season. I think they got over 35 players in their books.
Yeah.
After they sold after they sold most of their players to Saudi. Okay. Do you think that Arsenal should go the same route and build their book as big as 35 players in the book?
I think they should scout players, good players.
They've got enough players. I think that they should start looking in the youth.
Exactly.
Because why go spend 200 more on players when you have a youth player that could step up in the season?
Because they need that deep pocket where it's like, okay, Gabriel Jesus is injured, Martinelli is injured, and Saka's injured. And you know when Saka's injured, it takes a while. It takes like 2 months or a long.
Saka's just...
And you can't really get a replacement for Saka. You can't replace that.
No, you can't.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Do you think he'd fit in any other top 5 team?
Saka, that's tough. I think Saka's equipped to play for Arsenal. Arsenal low. Yeah. I don't think he would cope if he went to Liverpool, Man United.
Okay, so let's put it out there, okay? So, City, who's your right at the moment?
Kyle Walker. As a right wing? Right wing.
That's Saka plays there.
That's tough.
Isn't the right back?
That's tough.
Let's think about it. Would he be able to fit in that position now that Mahrez is gone?
I don't think so. A lot of those players play differently. I feel like Foden would be a good fit.
I think Foden's going to fit in.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking. Will he go to Liverpool? No. There's no ways. Where's he going to take Salah's place?
No.
Salah's place.
I don't think it's a vibe.
Not even Salah. Just look at Ben Doak, an 18-year-old who has just got pace for days.
That's why I don't think it's a vibe with Liverpool because you guys have like a lot of deep players. Your players run wide. He doesn't like to run. He
likes to dribble through and then be in the right position.
Your players are hungry. I'm like,
we chow the ball.
Every time I watch you guys play, I'm like, oh day, oh my days. City just go one and pack the bus. Then you just see Salah. I'm like, oh no, Salah. So I don't think he's gonna fit there.
So Saka for Arsenal, I think he's equipped for that team. I think that I personally think Arteta has molded his team around Saka.
And it's going to be tough.
And Odegaard.
It's going to be tough because if he gets injuries for those 2 players, that team, I don't think it's going to get upright. It's not going to be able
if he gets injured
to come back.
Who goes in his place?
Exactly.
Who do they play out wide?
Pepe lost it. Pepe had game time.
Pepe was playing in Marseille or Lyon last season. He went
cruising. Famously.
Let's get some fun. The son of French, like what?
Yeah.
He's not going to fit in the Prem.
He's not going to fit.
That's a problem.
With Ketia likes to play, center forward, and he likes to sometimes go wide, but it doesn't usually go wide.
Martinelli is a left. So who would you see as a replacement for Saka if he gets injured? They need to get an extra player.
They need to buy players. And I think he knows that, because he knows that in order to win a Premier League, you need players, quality players.
Your bench is to be as strong as you're playing 11. That's generally how it should be.
Like Chelsea having
Look at City, buddy.
500,000.
Look at City. I saw that meme last season. I think it was the second last match, and their bench was like 500, 600 more. I was like, damn.
And I was fighting with this Man United supporter. Let me bring Man United back.
Jesus.
This man has the audacity to come to me and say, I was talking about, no. You won the Champions League, so I think you can chill. Then he goes, with all the money. Then I'm like, what did you say? yeah, with all money. Then his friends are like, with all the money. I'm like, how much have we spent in comparison to how much Man United has spent?
I'm so glad. Erik ten Hag has spent more in the season that he was there and now in pre-season that Jurgen Klopp has spent in the 7 years.
Exactly.
So they mustn't come with money. I can say all
and
money.
The thing is, you guys sell.
Yeah.
Or go on a free. They don't sell. They don't sell.
They let people go on a free and buy them back again for.
I was shocked to find the Bieko still in the team. I'm like, what the fuck? This man is still there in the books.
It's getting paid, bro.
He's just chilling.
It's getting paid.
I mean, like, you can wake up, go to practice,
I would actually go to Tony and say, hey, buddy, what a position for you at Liverpool.
Anyway, eat it up.
And you'll fucking play.
Yeah, eat it up.
I will take him. And I'll convert him into a CDM.
But I don't think you can come at me with that old money anymore.
No.
I mean, back then, 2017, you can talk to me like that because you have some experience, with...
But the thing is, for me, it's like, you know what, it's banter.
Yeah.
They actually mean, like, hey, fuck you, it's oil money.
Bro, you spent like close to $1 billion.
You've spent money, buddy. They spent 312 million over the past year.
Bro.
We've spent 304.
We've made business. City has made business exactly. Because apparently we have 113 charges, so we have to make business. But exactly, so
fees.
We have to pay the lawyers.
And the judges. Fucking forget the judge. Nah, look, I don't know. I think that Arsenal will be there and thereabouts again. We'll get into that a little bit.
I really hope they give a challenge to the top four though.
Let's talk about
the top. Previously when I mentioned top four, it changed. After I watched your match, I was like, okay, Liverpool come into the mix.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
So now you've seen the way we split.
Oh, shit. Okay. Back.
Yeah, we are, but defensively we got to get ourselves sorted out. I think the one thing we want to discuss is our teams that have returned to the Prem. I'm so glad. Sheffield United have returned.
To lose again.
I hope not.
I always say that.
But the thing is, if they don't go down, who's going to go down?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's be honest. Everton have been threatening for the past 2 seasons. We're not quite sure what they're going to do, but we'll wait and see. Look, I haven't really watched much of them in pre-season, to be honest. I haven't even seen much of them happening result.
After Richarlison left,
wow.
Kevin Lewin has just been a ghost.
Yeah, he's more injured than he plays, bro. I think he's playing PS5 more than he's playing.
Yeah, exactly. He played the FIFA tournament and he won. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Watch your pro.
Same with Jota.
But Jota, he played and scored literally after that tournament. Literally after the tournament, scored.
Celebration. Luton Town. 2002 lost in the Prem. Now I know why you would. Tell us why. Come on.
The stadium.
The stadium can hold 11,000 people. Okay?
Oh my goodness.
But that can go up to 15,000 if they use all the neighborhoods.
Dude, I'm imagining a game where they play with Man United.
PVR. The fourth official has to run upstairs. PVR. Alright, Mike, it's offside. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Because
I think it's good for them.
A big fan base. Man United is a big fan.
So
So it's going to be like literally.
So
the whole stadium is just
imagine we go there.
supporters. Yeah, it's going to be
Liverpool supporters are everywhere.
It's going to be parade.
every
time a big team comes to them, it's a parade. They're getting tourists.
It's good for the town.
Yeah, it's good for the town.
I think that it is good for Luton though. I really
Yeah.
think it's great to have them back if they performed well in the championship. Obviously now to get into the Prem. But I think with the money that they've got coming into the Prem, I can see the stadium obviously enhancing itself and seating at least 20,000, 25,000, if not more. But they've got to stay. I think that.
I hope they stay because
The problem is who goes down if they stay. You see, this is the thing. Because there's 20 teams and only 17 can stay. Now, you got Sheffield, you got Luton, and we're forgetting who's the third team that's coming back up again?
Yeah, Bournemouth. No, I just love the name. I don't know. Even when I play Burnley, I just picture Burnley is back.
Vincent Company.
Oh my days!
It's your first match. Next week Friday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my days!
Alright, so
I posted it on my story. Oh my days!
Burnley, so Burnley, I don't think is going to go down. No. I think that with Vincent Company there and the team that they've got, they're going to stay. Alright. So we could talk about that relegation battles, I think, in our next episode, because I think that's going to be a topic of discussion over and above top four. Who's going down?
It's tough.
It's going to be a tough one, I think. I think Luton Town should stay. I think that they've got enough calibre of quality there to give some challenges.
Even though you don't know some players, but it's quality players. It's like
they're buying though.
Yeah.
Like Wrexham.
Yeah, Wrexham have quality players. Even though you don't know those players, but as quality players. And they give their all to their team.
Yeah, they do. I'm glad they've got back to the championship. So I mean, it's been a while. Yeah. I think it's been 15 years since they got back in the championship. So, good, man. New ownerships and all the rest, It's good to have so many dollars in your pocket.
So, apparently, we have some local whiskey.
Premiership starts this weekend.
Your favorite.
Vic? Premiership starts this weekend, man. And I mean, the champions, Mamelodi Sundowns, are up on Friday against... I don't know how to say this. These names are really, really weird. So I must apologize to any DSV Premiership team. Sekhukhune United.
Oh my God.
I'm not even sure where they come from.
They made it. I feel like it's like a name they like thought of.
Yeah.
Sekhukhune United. Oh, that's a nice name.
Yeah. So that's the first match coming up on Friday.
Yeah.
Sundowns obviously in action there. The Premiership obviously takes over this weekend already. It starts a weekend before the Prem in England. Golden Arrows up against Swallows. Should be a decent derby game, that. Yeah. Supersport United up against Richard Bay, the nomad team of the Premiership. Unfortunately, they've literally got to go and play in Pietermaritzburg. And it's like, why? Why should they have to go all the way there to go?
It's sad because every time you're traveling, you get tired of traveling all the time.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that in the last season, the first 10 matches, they were in the top 4 of the league. That there speaks volumes to their quality of play. But in the last 15 matches, they couldn't win one. And I think that's probably down to having to travel every single
week. The tilt always gets to you when you're overexerting yourself when it comes to those types of matchups.
Royal AM against Amazulu. Amazulu should take that one, the Durban squad. Stellenbosch up against Pirates. Now,
okay, that's a good one.
Stellenbosch has really stayed up in the Prem. I mean, they're I think their third season now. It's going to be a good match. They're playing in Stellenbosch.
I think the first time I watched Stellenbosch was when they qualified.
Yes.
And it was a decent match. I was like, okay.
They actually got some great players. We keep on saying this about South African teams. It's like, we don't really watch it because of the quality of play, the style of play.
And I think we did discuss the investment type of, like, when you said that even if the investment comes into play, it's not really going to matter because no one really cares. They focus more on rugby instead of people.
Exactly.
I get it.
TS Galaxy up against Cape Town Spurs, newly promoted. Cape Town Spurs.
Cape Town has a lot of teams. Damn.
They've got 2 in the league now. Cape Town Spurs and Cape Town City. Now, Cape Town City has been there.
Yeah,
they've been playing. They were Ajax before, Ajax Cape Town, and they were Cape Town City before that. So they've gone back to their name again. Cape Town Spurs have got something to do with Spurs, Tottenham. I think there's a relationship there.
Oh, the 1 billion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that has got something to do with them. They're obviously back in the Premiership as well now. Almost a Premier League. Funny. Chiefs up against Chipper United, our local team here in the Eastern Cape.
I think we're going to watch that one.
I think we should.
Yeah.
They're not playing here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'd love to get to watch some of the games at the stadium.
I think we're going to start doing it.
We're going to have to.
We're probably going to live stream.
No, definitely take our mics with you. We'll have a bit of commentary there for you guys as well. No, it sounds like my commentary voice coming out. radio voice. Cape Town City up against Polokwane. I think Cape Town City should have that one. And then that is that for that. I think Banyana, we had to discuss that. World Cup. Now, the fun thing is that I actually watched that match last night, or yesterday morning, just so it was last night there. They had to win. They had to beat Italy to proceed to the last 16.
I also watched the match. It was a statement.
Yeah.
That was a major statement. And the way they played, it was like they wanted it. It's not like, oh, Bafana, they're like, yeah, it's vibes, bro.
They are the first national soccer team to reach the last 16 of the World Cup, men or female. Yeah.
Which is sad.
Do you know how much money they're getting for just reaching the last 16?
Oh.
Take a wild guess. Per player.
Okay, per player, can't be 10 mil. 400.
1 million per player.
1 million per player. No
just
wonder they singing. No wonder I'll also be singing. I'll go naked.
It doubled.
Yeah.
Because in the group stages, for reaching the World Cup, if you're not on the group stages, they were going to earn for half a mil. To the last 16, it's a mil. Safa are getting 23 million for reaching the last 16. 23 million. Where's it going to go? Come on, man.
Let's go rich.
Yeah. After winning AFCON, they got 1 million. They're all millionaires.
Yeah.
Before the World Cup, even.
Is it rands or like is it?
$1 million.
Oh, okay.
No, we have dollars.
Yeah,
we've got to hit some of them up there.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a huge fan. What position do you play again? Yeah, but good up on them. I think they are playing against Holland this coming Sunday.
That's going to be tough.
In this last 16. Holland are looking the women's teams are looking very good. I'm going to be honest with you. England are really
I'm just shocked with the USA at the moment. The film is not looking good.
They're not looking too hot. But I mean, they're still there. Last 16.
Morgan is looking proper.
But always.
I have a crush on Morgan. But yeah.
We all know who we have crushes on. You know?
God, name it on this.
Can't
I think everyone has a crush on them.
How can you not? But I mean, if you look at quality of play at the moment, England are looking very good. Our dear Mr. James's sister has been on fire at the World Cup. The last match she had, I think, 3 assists and 1 goal. The match before that, she scored. I think she scored in every round so far. So it's looking very good for them. I'm hoping that they go further. I really hope that Banyana can pull something through, maybe to a quarterfinal. But against Holland, it's going to be a tough one. So all the best for them. I really do hope they do the same thing. But that's enough for the local run-up. That'll be a weekly thing. We're going to try and get some more information with regards to the clubs.
Because a lot of fans did ask us to do like a local run, because I know a lot of my friends were like, hey dude, why don't you mention local? And a lot of people want us to go to rugby, and I think we're focusing on football at the moment. Because it's nice to do all sports, but it gets too hectic.
Imagine doing a sport roundup.
Yeah, it gets too hectic. So
it would be like a 3-hour segment.
Exactly. That's just me arguing who's in the team with John.
This is not going to work.
It wouldn't work.
But Zweni was playing so well. Who's Zweni? That's fantastic. Vic, you obviously, you said your predictions for the top 4 have changed.
Yeah, have changed.
Where do you think it's going towards?
Currently, I think...
In no particular order.
I think I'm just going to mention the top 2s. I think Man City and Liverpool, I think they're going to go on that challenge again.
Top 2?
Yeah, the top 2 position. And I'm sticking with Tottenham in this top 4 position.
Spurs.
And Arsenal.
She's London.
Yeah. I do believe like
No Chelsea.
they're probably gonna come. Nah, Chelsea. Are you serious? I don't even like. Okay, the way they played,
No Man United.
they got me like going and they won the Premier League Series Cup.
No Man United.
Nah.
No in top 4.
Nah.
Top 6.
They barely signed people. Top 6 maybe.
They've got 4 players now.
But yeah, like quality, you know, it's kind of like leaning toward like comfortability instead of like quality players. Because if you look at Mason Mount, wasn't really that great in Chelsea.
He's got the number 7 jersey, bro.
Exactly.
Superman.
How the fuck you kicking Ronaldo's jersey if you score like what 7 goals
Forget Ronaldo.
in 2 seasons? In 2 seasons, John, you score 7 goals and you get number 7. That's crazy.
Forget Ronaldo. Eric Cantona.
Brah!
I mean, that was a class number 7, dude.
And you're giving it to Mason.
Listen, Mount. Eric Cantona's probably going there in France somewhere, speaking in fantastic French language. Superlatives we cannot mention on the show. Like, what the actual? Yeah. How did he manage to get that?
It's a fan signing.
Deep throat. I mean, deep pockets. Yeah.
He's a throat goat.
Not a goal goat. Yeah, I don't know. Mason Mount might prove us all wrong and score 20 this season.
Yeah, maybe. But
maybe 10.
With Man United, it's surprising.
Is he going to start though?
Like, for me, like, Man United isn't the team they used to be. Like, I don't even look in that type of light anymore. Be like, yo, Man United, we're playing against Man United. It's just like, Man United, maybe. Maybe. Maybe they might win, but it's not for sure.
No.
It's not for sure. Especially when it's like Liverpool. I'm like, yeah, Liverpool taking this. Even if you have like a terrible run, I'm like, yeah, guys are taking this. Oh, and Liverpool scores the last goal. See it?
we haven't got Fergie time though.
Yeah. No. Guys, it didn't work last season.
No.
Could have been top 4, but yeah, I couldn't.
Let's not go there. We'll talk about that.
Apparently, this time in our podcast, for the first time, we're actually watching Thursday Night Football.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We have to. Well, you don't have to. I'm definitely.
It's going to be a tough thing for me to do.
Well, the nice thing,
I don't usually
I think that the roundup, the thing we try to really say on this podcast and the show itself in general for the season coming is that we're not just going to cover Premier League and not just Champions League. We're going to cover football,
football
in a whole. So that means obviously local. We'll bring some local flavour. We'll bring up recaps and all the rest.
Interviews with coaches, interviews with players.
Yes.
Experienced players, maybe also like with young players.
I'm actually going to put my head out there, stick my neck out and say I'm going to try and reach some of the Banyana players. Like from the squad that's in there now, and see if we can maybe get them onto a show. And actually have a conversation about the experience of World Cup.
I think live stream would be dope with that because a lot of things now happen like live.
Yeah, you can go on StreamYard, go onto YouTube, do our thing, have a recording, and then put the recording on the podcast. Yeah, great idea. I think that's going to be fantastic. Guys, please don't forget to like this, and obviously don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget our new name.
You can't.
We have a new name.
It's going to be.
It's not off the bench anymore.
It's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, it's pitch.
It's in your face, guys. We're not going to leave. We're all there. We're going to be like that swarm of bees to honey. You know? And
Man United supporters, I know you've missed us. You've missed the banter. You know, you've missed the love. If it was there.
Man United.
Chelsea supporters, I feel like you can get more banter from us. If you guys go on a bad path, I feel like I'm gonna roast Chelsea. I'm gonna roast Chelsea, I'm telling you that. As a Liverpool supporter, I don't think I can leave United alone. But I stick with what I say. It's gonna be one of those seasons. Yeah. I can tell you now, it's gonna be one of those seasons. And I will never, ever let you guys forget the 7-0. But yes, for myself, John B, peace out, man. Really great being back. Yeah, see you guys see you next week, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, cool. Monday, Tuesday. We're doing 3 shows in 1 week. It's amazing.